The CBR 1000 RRR Fireblade. "2022 was always going to be a special year for Honda and the Fireblade brand. That's because it's 30 years since the first ones started appearing in showrooms. Since 1992, the Fireblade has seen umpteen iterations, some world-beating, others not quite, but they've all enjoyed their fair share of popularity. Not least of all the latest one, the CBR 1000 RRR Fireblade, which was brand new in 2020. It was a bit of a handful on the road, an absolute weapon on track, and even sexier for 2022. Some of the things that made the 2020 to 2021 Blade so good on track did make it slightly awkward on the road. The two-stroke S power delivery, the relatively stiff suspension and the squashed-up riding position. It was a bike you could tell would be good on track even before you'd had the pleasure of testing it. And the changes Honda have made to the new Fireblade sounds as though they'll not only improve things on the track, but on the road as well. My biggest complaint as far as the current Fireblade goes is the power delivery. It's got loads and loads of power, but it's all at the top end, and it comes in a bit too aggressively for my liking. Engine, below 7,000 RPM to one that wants to rip your arms off, above 7,000 RPM. And whilst it's very exciting, it's also a bit scary. On track, it's not a problem, because you never experience that unexpected rush of power at 7,000 RPM, because you never need to let the revs drop that low. On the road though, such a violent power band isn't helpful. But it sounds like Honda might have cured the Fireblade of that particular gremlin. They've done a load of work on the engine to improve the mid-range, or what Honda call mid-corner acceleration. That's all thanks to redesigned intake ports, airbox funnels, and exhaust pipe. The bike still makes a claimed 214 bhp at 14,500 RPM, so you don't get anything extra at the top end, but hopefully the extra mid-range will have sorted out the scary power curve. According to the press release, the new Blade's inline-4 motor makes 112 Nm of torque at 12,500 RPM, which is 1 Nm less than the outgoing version. To sharpen up acceleration even more, they've gone up 3 teeth on the rear sprocket, which is now 43 teeth. That's a big jump, and one that's likely to make the Blade feel a lot livelier wherever you are in the rev range. Honda have worked with their official HRC, Honda Racing Corporation, riders to refine their Honda Selectable Torque Control, or traction control, in English. The new system is said to improve traction, as well as throttle feel. The rest of the electronics, the chassis, the bodywork and the suspension remain the same on the Fireblade and Fireblade SP for 2022, with the exception of some slightly new quick shifter settings on the SP. One of the most exciting things for 2022 is the tricolor paint scheme, celebrating the original Fireblade from 1992. It's only available on the SP, as the Honda CBR 1000RRR SP 30th anniversary. Designed by Mr. Hiroki Tsukui, the same bloke that designed the original 1992 colorway, it's instantly recognizable to anyone that knows anything about Fireblades. And it looks magical. The anniversary SP comes with a numbered top yoke and a special 30th anniversary logo on the fuel tank, key fob and end can. And although we don't know how many there will be just yet, rumor has it, it'll be less than 200. So book early to avoid disappointment. Trophy Hunter. The Honda Fireblade rocked the superbike world when we introduced it 30 years ago. And now it's time to crack open some champagne. For 2022, we're producing a special anniversary version of the CBR 1000RRR Fireblade SP with special graphics. But there's way more than that. We've reshaped the engine's intake ports for higher mixture velocity and to boost mid-range performance. A new throttle return spring increases throttle linearity. Fine-tuning our HSTC calibration with data from our World Superbike racers makes it even more seamless, and we've also made the quick shift mechanism even quicker for fewer engine speed fluctuations. The front brakes feature new piston materials and surface treatment for better braking under load. All in all, the most awe-inspiring sport bike in our lineup is even better this year. That's something to celebrate too. The 2022 Honda CBR 1000RRR and CBR 1000RRR SP receive engine updates with the goal of improving mid-corner acceleration and drive. The airbox was updated for smoother airflow into new /cut intake funnels. The inner diameter of the intake ports were also narrowed for faster airflow velocity, improving efficiency. The 421 exhaust system was also tweaked, with redesigned 2-section with a new catalyzer and optimized exhaust flow. A new 43-tooth rear sprocket replaces the previous 40-tooth sprocket. That said,